George Rose certainly got the big fight feels today at the weigh-in, mate. A bit of tension up there. Nikita Tszyu, Michael Zerafa. Thoughts on what happened there today?
Yeah, look, it was a great turn-up down there at the weigh-in. I was really happy with the amount of people that come out here in Brisbane and got down there for it. And I mean, it was intense leading up to it. You go through everything through to the big heavyweights all the way to that main event, and that moment that they had where they both came together. It's both exciting and scary when that happens, because while the tension is exciting for everyone watching, and the clash of heads is exciting for everyone watching, one little cut and it puts a fight out. So I was a bit nervous at that moment when they did come together, because they came together pretty hard. But I think it was a great moment for what's going to be a big fight tomorrow.
Were you surprised that things sort of boiled over? Because it's been quite, amicable the past couple of weeks, this build-up. There hasn't really been much animosity.
Yeah, I think reality sets in. You always get to a point where reality does set in, and you know that tomorrow, regardless of what's been said, they've had to rehash their thoughts and opinions of each other for a long period leading into this fight. And now you're getting to the moment where tomorrow night, one of these guys is going to be the loser and the other one's going to be the winner, and neither of them want to lose, no matter what. Both very, very competitive people, very talented people. They don't want to lose. They know the effects that comes with that on the other side. So when that starts to kick in, that's when that tension boils over, and we'll see it boil over tomorrow night.
Talk about pay-per-view stars in Australian boxing. You had Anthony Mundine there. Jeff Horn had his little moment there. Tszyu. Just how big is Nikita Tszyu? What sort of numbers, without giving too much away, is Nikita Tszyu, and how, I guess, important is he to your business and also Australian boxing?
Well, I think without talking numbers, the fact that he became a pay-per-view star so quick and has stayed on pay-per-view this whole time is because he is very popular. He's very, very popular, and I mean, even his debut fight, it's the only non-pay-per-view fight that he had, and that did crazy numbers. So he's been very popular from the moment that he started, and it's not only that he was Tim's brother coming in. He's got his own personality. There's something different about Nikita that Australia seems to love, and they all tune in. He's very much a pay-per-view star in the country.
How has Michael been to deal with these past few years? Obviously, when he was going to fight Tim, you said you will never work with Michael Zerafa ever again. But how's he sort of been to deal with?
Look, you said the same thing the other week, and then you and him were having your little love fest at the press conference. Look, I was filthy when that happened, and I think most of Australia was filthy when that happened. But you get over shit. There's tougher things in life. There's harder things in life. You do get over things, and when opportunities come to work together, he's very much a professional. When you ask things of him, he does it. He's a professional both in the ring and out of the ring. So he's been good to deal with. Apart from a few run-ins with a few reporters and sending fear through a few interviewers, he's been great.
Putting you on the spot, what's better for you, a Nikita Tszyu win or a Michael Zerafa win?
Yeah, look, a lot of people have asked, what's next on the other side of this fight, and for me, I think regardless of the outcome, there's so many things that can happen from this fight. I've got probably 100 different scenarios that I'm looking at on the other side of this fight, but I don't know what's going to happen. It's all going to come down to what happens in the ring tomorrow night. The fight could be anything, and no matter who you talk to, everybody's got a different opinion on how the fight's going to go, and and that will decide what the next step is after this. I think the result of this fight, as far as who the winner is, it won't have as much impact as how the fight plays out. Yeah.
Tszyu, seen some rumours about a potential fight with Errol Spence. Any truth to those talks? It's all over the news.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I mean, because I've been seeing all of our stuff everywhere, and I thought it was great that our stuff was everywhere, and then that's popping up too. So that was interesting to see. It's interesting to see and to read the comments from people on how they think that fight would look, because I like Errol Spence. I really like Errol Spence, and I'd love to see him back in the ring. So yeah, it's interesting the commentary around that one. Yeah.
Was that sort of what you were alluding to about a big mega fight here in Australia?
I did say mega fight, didn't I? Hey, it'd be great. Hey, like I said, I love Errol Spence. So yeah, that's the beauty of the division, right? We've talked about it a few times. Is the guys that are in the division right now that are sitting in the top 10. There's a lot of stars in that top 10, and then you got guys like Errol Spence and Tszyu-Michael who still aren't ranked but are floating around. And whether Errol Spence is actually getting back in the ring or not, I don't know. It seems like he has been more vocal recently. Tszyu-Michael has also been a lot more vocal recently too. So I think if either of those guys get back in the ring, it's great for the division. But there's also a lot of talk about everybody else that's sitting in around there, and there's belts still available too. So yeah, for me, I just want to see Tim active, Tim back in the ring, back doing what he did. I thought he had a great fight, returning to the ring in December and finishing 2025 as a winner to set him up for a good 2026. So there's about 20 guys I'd love to see him fight. Yeah.
Last one. What does the next 24 hours look like for yourself as a promoter? And did you find a good barber here in Brizzy?
I got a lot of good feedback. There's some decent barbers here in Brisbane and some very vocal supporters of each guys too. So I had some guys. Lamparo reached out, gave me a hot tip. Connor Wallace had his guy. Who else was there? Someone else reached out, and I was like, nah, man, your head doesn't look that good. I know Para is always looking fresh, so I trust Para's advice. Connor Wallace is always looking pretty fresh too, so I trust both of their advice. And yeah, I'll be fixed up. I'll be looking fresh for fight night. But my barber's also flying in late tomorrow too, so
must be nice.
It must be. Hey, I've been cheating on him. We're probably going to have an awkward conversation tomorrow, and but it's his fault. He was holidaying in Bali.
Righto, George. Thanks so much, mate. Appreciate it.
Thank you.